Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and now I'm going to give you the good news. I just talked about the bad news about something that you would want to see in that other video that I made, either before or after this. I never know how I'm going to post these things up in the order. It depends on how I feel. That's when I post something up. I'm just like, because usually when I make these videos in a row, it's, the topics both came out in the same time. It's not like, a topic came over here, or a topic came over there. Usually when I make these in a row, the topics came at the exact same time. So it's kind of like, it doesn't really matter which order they go in. You know, it's like, well, they both happened the same day. It's not like I made a video about, you know, Aquaman 2 today, and then 2 days from now, I make another video about, you know, Spider-Man 3, and I put the fucking Spider-Man 3 video before the Aquaman video. It's like, no, you put the Aquaman video first. That's what happened first. But anywho, I'm here to talk about something that's pretty obvious, but it's still good. It's still good, and it's about the Hawkeye Show. First of all, big news here, it's fucking filming already. It started filming under everyone's nose. Like, it started filming and nobody even knew what was happening. They're filming in New York City right now. In like the subway station, they're filming in New York. You know how expensive it is to film on location in New York? Like, I mean, we talk about how they film everything in Georgia. You know, that's why at the end of every Marvel thing, you see, even some Star Wars thing, you see that Georgia peach. You know why? It get tax breaks out in Georgia. They get so many tax breaks out there. That's why they have studios to film out in Georgia. That's why they film everything in Georgia for the MCU. They rarely film on location. So if they're filming on location, they really want to get some type of shot. They really are investing in these movies. I mean, damn the budget on this show. Most shows can't film on location. I'm going to just let you know, most TV shows cannot film on location. Like, normal TV shows cannot film on location. So that already elevates, you know, the Disney stuff to it. I mean, but you got Falcon and the Winter Soldier traveling over to, like, Prague and shit. So, you know, like, you know, it makes sense, you know, that they could do certain things. But, yeah, the Hawkeye Show started filming. Jeremy Renner's been putting up a bunch of cryptic things on Twitter and Instagram. And it's finally been official. Hailee Steinfeld is Kate Bishop. You know, they caught some recording of them coming, like, it was a film scene. It was a scene, they were coming, like, it was a quick little scene. It was only like 40 seconds. There's nothing spoilery, you know, nothing spoilery in it. That's why I feel comfortable talking about it with you guys. It's nothing really spoilery. I mean, you can kind of make up your mind what might, if you can piece together from this 30-second sequence of them coming down, you know, coming down into the subway and standing in front of, you know, this fucking, you know, thing as it goes by. If you can fucking piece together pieces from just that and figure out the whole thing, then sorry. But they come down the fucking stairs, and Clint has a backpack on, and like, it's clearly an acting mode. He's kind of like nervous. She's kind of like nervous. She's looking back, but more importantly, she's got the pizza dog with her from the Matt Fraction Hawkeye run. She's got the dog with her, and she's carrying a bow and arrow. She looks like has some kind of like purple shirt on, something like that, some kind of purple get up on, and she's got some kind of purple get up on. And Clint looks like he's just like looking around, trying to see what the hell's going on, trying to make sure everything's cool, and then it cuts. But it's clearly Hailee Steinfeld, so that is amazing news. It's finally confirmation that not only is this show off to the races, I mean, they're filming now, they're gonna be done by the time this, like, usually a lot of shows take about 6 months to film, 5 to 6 months to film. So yeah, so like the whole process, maybe, so they're gonna be done in about 4 or 5 months from now, and then they're gonna finish, you know, cutting it up and doing everything else to it. Another 2 months for that. Show should be on time to come out next year. This show's gonna be on time to come out next year. This show should be coming out next year. I'd say by like almost this time next year. That show should be coming out in about January of next year. Like, it's on time to do that. It's on time to come out of January of next year, and that sounds great, man. This show, like I said, I am very excited. I love archers. You guys know that. I love archers. I love bowmen. I love that shit. that's my thing. If I could, like I said it many times before, when I'm playing an RPG, if I can get a guy with a bow and arrow, I will get a guy with the bow and arrow. When I'm playing Assassin's Creed or something, I'm using the bow and arrow. It's just how I am. I love using the bow and arrow, and I love this thing. And I love the dichotomy. I don't know, I probably talked about this before, but I might as well talk about it again since we're on the topic of Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, Hawkeye Show, is I love that Kate and Hawkeye are like the same person, just completely different. If that makes any sense. Because they have the same, what's the word I'm looking for? They have the same vibe, but they got it completely differently. Like they're both snarky, they're both wise asses, they're both calm and cool individuals who, who are like I'm trying to kind of describe it, but there's something about them that's just exactly like I said, exactly the same. Usually when they're a part of the team, they are almost the same character. The difference is how they got there. Hawkeye grew up in Wisconsin. I think it was Wisconsin or Iowa. No, my bad. Hawkeye grew up in Iowa. Hawkeye grew up in Iowa on a farm, and he had he grew up in Iowa on a farm, and he learned his archery through the circus, which basically he learned it all by himself. He's used to sleeping in shitty environments. He doesn't really like dressing up. He really doesn't like wearing anything. He'll throw scruffy things on. He's kind of late. He can be lazy sometimes. He could be, he's Clint, he's got this rugged thing going. While Kate is rich. She comes from wealth. She's been living in, beautiful houses and beautiful beautiful hotels her entire life. She's always wearing great designer clothing. She's always she learned archery from her father buying people to teach her how to do archery. But yet all those differences, and they're still very much alike in a lot of ways. They're very much alike, and it's kind of funny. She's from Los Angeles, It's like they're from different worlds, but they're so alike that I love that. I just love that about those two characters, that they're from different worlds, yet they're more like. The big difference between the two is, other than her being a woman, and that's kind of different too for her too, because she's a woman, is like. She's a bit more mature than he is. Like, Clint can fly off the handle. Not only can Clint fly off the handle, even though he's usually cool and calm and cool, but he's a little immature. She's a bit more mature than he is, even though she's not as mature as. It's one of those funny things where, if you've had a sister who's a year or two older than you, and she acts like she's like your mom. She acts like she's way more mature than you. But in fact, she's only a little bit more mature than you. It's like, yeah, sure your sister's not fucking, running to house and pushing doorbells and pissing off people just for shits and giggles. But she'll do something else that's a little less, she'll do something else a little less immature than that. But you're just like, that wasn't very mature. That's kind of their relationship. If she is much more mature than him, funny enough, because she's younger than him, but she's not that, but it's not like a huge gap in maturity. It's like, okay, you're a little bit more mature than me. And I love those guys. They just go back and forth. So I'm excited about Kate Bishop coming to the MCU and Hailee Steinfeld coming to play her. She was great in Bumblebee. I recently saw that movie. I thought she was great in that. I forgot she was in True Grit. I saw that the other day. I was like, holy shit. Hailee Steinfeld's in True Grit, the remake with Jeff Bridges. She's the little girl. I was like, fuck. I was like, okay, you got some talent. Okay, I was like, okay, all right. Plus, I just realized something because she made a cryptic post, which should have kind of gave it away. She made a cryptic post about her turning 24. I was like, holy shit, I'm older than her. What? Man, that's weird. Thank you guys for joining me on Copy Game Movie Show. Are you excited about this Hawkeye show? It's coming to it. It's filming. It's going. They got the Hawkeye show going. They got the Ms. Marvel show going. Falcon and the Winter Soldier are wrapping things up. Loki is wrapping things up. We are go right now, man, people. We are in full go. The MCU is in full swing. Spider-Man's filming right now. Doctor Strange is filming right now. The MCU is, they got 7 things. They have 8 or 9 things in some type of production right now. And that ain't even including the 3 things they just got sitting down that are already done. WandaVision's done, Eternals is done, and Black Widow is done. No, and Shang-Chi's done. Shang-Chi finished. So, man, there's a lot of Marvel coming, baby. Whoo, there's so much Marvel coming, I can feel it. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. Are you excited for Hawkeye? Please remember to like, subscribe again. I'll see you in the next one.